Kara, want to get home today? I need to talk to you. Can you make some time?
Huh? Today? No. I'm about to go on a trip.
What? A trip right now?
Yeah, for 3 nights and 4 days. I'm going to a spa with my friend.
Wait a second, you didn't tell me any of this.
Why do I have to tell you? It's not like I need your permission. Aren't I allowed to do what I want?
No, of course you should do what you want, but you could at least tell me that you won't be home for 4 days.
What? Is that an order?
No, I'm not ordering you to, I'm just asking you to. I have stuff to do, so if you suddenly go on a trip, I have to reschedule some things, Kara. And if you suddenly didn't come home, I would be worried. Be a husband and wife, after all.
What? So if I'm married to you, I can't even go on a trip whenever I want? You really have that much of a problem with everything I do? Do you want to divorce me?
Oh, why are you bringing up divorce again? Why does it have to be this way? Did I say anything about getting a divorce? If you're going on a trip, at least tell me you're going the day before you leave. That's all I'm asking.
Fine. Then let's get a divorce. You're so jealous, I can't handle it anymore. I'm fed up with you. I'll leave the divorce papers on the table. Why don't you file them, if you have the guts?
Kara, can you not do this anymore? How many times is this? This is the 29th time this month you've threatened me with divorce. And today makes it 30. Why do you always run to divorce?
What? You still don't get it? Because you don't do what I tell you to do. I told you so many times.
I don't really get what you mean by that. Why are you so upset? Are you mad that I asked you to tell me when you go on a trip? That I complain that you don't do any housework even though you don't work? That I told you not to use my savings and our joint savings on frivolous things?
Everything! All of it! You're always so high and mighty, telling me not to do this or that. I don't like you acting like as the man you own me.
I don't think that's what I'm doing. Did I say something wrong? I was trying to speak to you as my equal in this marriage.
What? You think you're my equal? Don't be stupid. I'm the daughter of the CEO of the gigantic candy corporation, understand? And you're just the grandson of a tiny company. But because Daddy asked me to have an arranged marriage with you, I married you, even though I didn't want to.
I get that, but...
See? You're trying to tell me what to do again. All you need to do is say yes when I tell you to do something. Do you understand what would happen to you if I divorced you? I will crush your grandfather's company. My daddy loves me more than anything in the world. If you make his daughter a divorcee, he would be so mad. If that happens, you would be unemployed and penniless. Do you get it now?
If I divorce his daughter, he might get mad, but that's...
Oh, God. Just shut up. Stop saying but and I'm just... You just need to shut up. Make me money and do the housework. Everything I do is perfect. Everything I say goes. So stop complaining. I am the queen and you are the servant. Don't disobey me. Understand?
Okay, I get what you're saying. You wanted a servant and not a husband, right? A servant who does whatever you say and makes money and takes care of you.
Now you get it. So don't ever tell me to do something again.
I won't. I won't ever complain or ask you to do something ever again.
I knew you would eventually understand. Okay, I'm leaving now. I'll leave the divorce papers on the table, so you can look at it while I'm gone and think about what you've done. Bye! Hey Mark, I'm almost at the station, so come get me. I'll be there in about an hour, so you better not make me wait.
Oh, sorry, I can't come pick you up.
What? You can't come? Are you disobeying me again?
No, I'm not disobeying you. Since you went on a trip, I decided to take a trip too. And I'm away on a trip.
What? You went on a trip without asking me? Without telling me?
So, you can go on a trip without telling me, but I can't?
Don't talk back to me. Just come get me. Which do you think is more important, your trip or you picking me up? I told you if you don't do what I say, I'll divorce you.
Sorry, but I'm about to speak with detectives about their investigation into you cheating on me.
What? An investigation?
That's right. I know you've been cheating on me since last year. I asked a private eye to look into it. And they're about to tell me their findings.
What? What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Remember? The day you left for your trip, I told you I needed to talk to you about something. I was really hoping to show you all the evidence from the detective, but you left on a trip, so I'm having them tell me now.
What are you talking about? I'm not cheating on you. Can you stop saying such ridiculous things?
I already know everything. I have all the proof. Documents, pictures, voice recordings, even videos. I know that you went on a trip with your lover, and I know who your lover is. Henry Jones, 38 years old. So, he's living away from his family because of a work transfer. And he's working at a big tech company. He's making $200,000. That's impressive. And he has a wife and kids. 2 kids, one in middle school and one in grade school. And they're both in very famous elite private schools. I wonder how much you'll have to pay in child support. If you think about alimony and splitting assets, it might be more than his salary, huh?
Huh? What?
By the way, I also know how often you've been seeing him. 215 times so far this year. You've been seeing him almost every day for 6 months. It's actually impressive. Thanks to you, I have a lot of proof. At this house, at a hotel, inside his car, even outside. Dang, you guys do it everywhere. Don't you get embarrassed?
Just stop. Since you already know everything, I don't care anymore. It's true. I'm cheating on you, but I haven't done anything wrong.
Are you serious?
This all happened because I had to marry someone like you. I should at least be allowed to see the man I really love. Because of me, your company is in the black, right? Then I fulfilled my duties as a wife. Just let me do what I want.
You really don't make any sense to me. You've done nothing that a wife should do. You don't work. You don't do things around the house. All you do is do whatever you want and spend all of our money. And cheat on me. If this is how it's gonna be, it really would be better if you weren't around.
Fine. Then, do you really want to get a divorce? If you don't like what I do, then I'm okay filing for divorce, you know. The one that'll be in trouble is you. If you leave me, your company will be ruined. So divorce me if you can. I don't think you have the guts, though.
I see. I'll pass that message along to your father. He's right next to me.
What? Daddy's there.
I told you the detectives are here to tell me their findings. I never told you I was the only one they were telling. I'm currently at somewhere special for my trip. Do you understand what that means?
Wait, what are you saying?
I'm at your parents' house with your mom and dad and your brother and his wife. And my parents and a lawyer are here too. We're all looking at the detectives' findings together.
What? Huh? What?
Everyone has all the information about Henry Jones and all your texts with him. And a bunch of pictures and footage from my car's camera. And I'm showing everyone this conversation we're having now. And there's some embarrassing photos of you with Henry on your TV. To be honest, it's all a bit much.
Why are you showing Daddy and Mommy? If you do that, we're going to have to file for a divorce. Do you understand that? If we get divorced, your company will be ruined.
If I divorce you, my company will be ruined? Don't be stupid.
What?
You've made a terrible misunderstanding. If we get divorced, the one who'll be in trouble isn't me, it's your father.
What?
We may be a small company, but we have a certain pattern. And thanks to that, we're making huge profits. A lot of companies want to work with us. Your father's company, Gigantic Candy Corporation, wanted you and me, the grandson of our company, to get married, so they could get in good with us and do business together.
Oh, wait, so you didn't marry me so Daddy's companies could take care of your company?
Quite the opposite. Your father had you marry me so he could get in good with that company. So what he's saying is just plain wrong.
I can't believe this.
Since I married you, Gigantic Candy Corporation did work hard for us, and we did make quite a bit of money. But being your servant isn't worth it. My grandparents and parents are okay with me leaving you too. So there's no problem with us getting divorced. Let's get divorced, just like you wanted. And have the divorce papers you left me right here. The detective has given me all the proof I need, so I'll go submit it right now.
What? Wait! Don't file the papers!
Why? It's what you've wanted. You've been saying you want to get divorced for a long time now. You've been saying, I'll divorce you anytime I try to talk to you about something.
I didn't mean it. I didn't know the real reason we got married. So please, just wait a second.
No, I'm not going to listen to anything more you say. I'm not your servant. Oh, and your brother says he's coming to pick you up. I think your house is going to be a little crazy for a couple of days. I'm going to go home and get your things together.
Just wait. I don't want to get a divorce. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I'll apologize. So please reconsider.
I'm not going to change my mind. I'm not going to complain or tell you what to do anymore. You can do whatever you want from now on, but you will take responsibility for your actions. Goodbye, Kara. I immediately left my in-laws' house and filed for divorce. I went home with my parents and we packed up Kara's things. We mailed everything off to her parents' house. Kara's brother brought Kara and Henry at the station and made them both go to their parents' house. They both got in a lot of trouble. A few days later, Kara said she wanted to talk, so me, Kara, Kara's parents, Henry and his family, and a lawyer got together. Kara and her parents begged me to reconsider, and Henry begged his wife not to leave him. I went through the divorce, and Henry's wife divorced him with him paying alimony and child support. My company's still doing business with the Gigantic Candy Corporation, but we're not giving them any more special treatment. Later, Kara was kicked out of her parents' house and told to work at her father's subsidiary company. She's doing menial work and making money so she can get by. I'm sure it's just awful for her to be demoted from a queen to a little errand girl. But I guess it's the perfect ending for someone who thought she was better than everyone else and tried to control people with threats.
Ellie, where are you?
Huh? Oh, hey, sweetie. I'm just at the shops getting some food for dinner. There were a few things that I was missing, and I wanted to make your favorite meal tonight. I have quite a big announcement, and I thought it would be nice to have dinner together first.
Fine. But how many times have I told you to make sure that the house is spotless before I come back home from work? Huh?
What do you mean? I think the house is pretty clean already.
What on earth gave you that impression?
The fact that I've cleaned it today?
Well, you've done a pretty poor job. I'm sick and tired of telling you time and time again to clean the house. As my wife, you should do as I tell you. Not to mention that it's pretty much the only job you have all day. You don't even work, unlike me. Every day I have to go to work and spend hours at a job that I hate just so that I can earn the money to keep the both of us in a house. All I want is a clean place to come back to at the end of the day so that I don't have to do more work at home. Not to mention, why'd you leave so late to go and get whatever groceries you needed? It's already past 5. My dinner should be ready and waiting and hot on the table for me the moment I step through the front door. Just how useless can you be?
I don't even know what you're so upset about. What isn't tidy? Because I know that I've cleaned the house today, so there's absolutely nothing for you to be mad about.
Oh, you've tidied it all, huh? Then why is there a dirty plate and mug right by the sink? That doesn't scream tidy and clean to me.
Oh my god. Is that seriously what you're complaining about? 2 items?
And they're still right there, which proves that I'm right and you're wrong. You haven't cleaned today because if you had, they wouldn't be here.
They have literally only just been used. I had a quick snack and a drink before going to the shop, and I just didn't have time to wash them up yet. I was going to do it when I got back.
You're only saying that because you've been caught being a lazy slob. God, what kind of wife even are you if you can't even keep a house clean?
If you actually stop being a drama queen for 1 second, you'd see that I've cleaned everything from top to bottom. I've also done all of the laundry, changed the sheets on our bed, and even managed to get those boxes of clothes to the charity so they could be sold there and stop cluttering up our house. So I think you'll find that I've done a lot today, even though I've not been feeling too great and have actually been sick a couple of times today.
Hang on a minute. What do you mean you've taken those boxes away? Why would you do that?
Huh? Because we've been talking about donating those clothes for quite a while now, but we've never actually gotten around to doing it. Even though we sorted out all of the things that we didn't want. I finally managed to get rid of them today.
I had clothes in there that I still wanted.
What? But you said that everything in those boxes was useless to you and that you didn't want them cluttering up your side of the wardrobe anymore.
Yes, well, I changed my mind. There were some things that I wasn't sure about getting rid of.
Well, I'm sorry, but the boxes are gone now. There's nothing I can do about it. Maybe we can just go and buy the things that you wanted to keep?
Or you could go and get all the boxes back from the charity so that I can sort through them all.
What? That's not really possible. I don't think you can just go and take your donation back off of a charity. Not to mention that I don't particularly want to do that. It would be super awkward, and I don't want to look like a mean person who can't even donate a few boxes of old clothes.
I don't care what you want. I want my clothes back ASAP. So you better go and get them, okay? As my wife, you have to do as I tell you.
If you're so bothered about your clothes, why don't you go and get them?
No, I've been working hard all day long, earning the money to keep us both alive with a roof over our head. I shouldn't have to go out and sort out your messes. You need to set things straight with the charity and get my things back. That's the least you can do.
But
I don't want any of your excuses. Just give me my things back.
that's not fair. The only reason why I got rid of them was because you said that you were sick and tired of all the boxes in the way. I even asked if you were sure about everything you were getting rid of, and you said you were. You said to stop bothering you about it and to just get rid of it all. So I did.
Well, you should have double-checked with me. And just so you know, I am definitely not going to get the stuff. That's your job as the wife.
Well, I just called them up and they apologized, but the clothes have already been shipped to a different store. We can't get them back.
Ugh, you're so useless. Just get back home and make dinner already. I'm starving.
Yes, I'll be there soon. I've also got something to tell you, and hopefully it'll help turn this evening around.
I don't see how that could happen, but whatever. Just hurry up.
I'll see you soon. Oh, Millie, I heard the news. I can't wait to meet my grandchild. Susan? What did Paul tell you?
Of course. Who else would?
Oh,
That's not a problem, is it? I mean, after all, Paul is my son, and he's going to be the father of the child.
yes, I know. We just agreed not to tell anyone yet, as it's still early days and anything could happen. It's not uncommon for women to have miscarriages early into their pregnancies. I just didn't want to get people's hopes up in case something happens.
Oh, don't be stupid. The only reason you'd have a miscarriage is if you don't do what you're supposed to do for the baby. You need to listen to me now, as I know what I'm doing. I'll make sure you give birth to a healthy child. First of all, you need to cut out all alcohol, sushi, coffee, and anything else that's bad for the baby. Although I suppose the pregnancy does explain why you've been getting fatter recently. I'm glad this is the reason, to be honest. I had been considering telling you to go to the gym. I can't have a fat daughter-in-law making my son look bad, you know?
Excuse me? Did you just say I was getting fat?
Well, yes, but it's only the truth. You're going to get much fatter now that you're pregnant. You just got to make sure you lose it all once you actually give birth.
That is so rude. Even if I wasn't pregnant, whether or not I gain weight isn't any of your business. If Paul had a problem with it, he would talk to me about it, but at the end of the day, my figure and physique is up to me.
Oh, don't be so dramatic. Besides, you're not even getting fat. It's just the baby.
That still doesn't excuse your behavior.
Yes, whatever. Look, I've got to go, but I'll be around later and I'll give you some books and other things to help you out.
It's fine, Susan. I've got plenty of books on the way that I've ordered.
Those are all nonsense. My books are the real deal that will teach you how to raise a big and strong child. Not one of those namby-pamby kids who cry over nothing nowadays.
Susan, that's just wrong in so many ways.
Look, I've really got to go. We'll talk more later.
Paul? What on earth was that last night? I can't actually believe you behaved like that.
Millie? Jeez, what are you moaning about now? I mean, don't you ever do anything but complain?
Paul, I really think you need to stop acting like such a spoiled man-child right now.
What? You can't speak to me like that.
Oh, I can't? Then how come you got to speak to me like I was nothing but a piece of dirt last night? I mean, what even was that? Calling me too fat to eat with you? Even the waiter was appalled at what you said and that you ordered me a salad instead of what I wanted. You do realize that I'm 6 months pregnant, don't you? My stomach is going to be getting bigger than it is right now, and I'm definitely not going to stop eating just because you're too stupid to understand the process of pregnancy.
Being pregnant means you put on a little bit of weight. I know that, but you don't need to blow up as big as you have. You could definitely do with losing a few pounds. You look completely unattractive. I can hardly stand being seen in public with you because of how fat you are. If you want to continue being with me, then you're gonna have to lose some weight. That's all I can say.
Is that truly how you feel? You're actually giving me that ultimatum?
Yup.
I see. Very well then. You've just made my decision a whole lot easier.
Huh? Decision?
Yes. I've been thinking of it for a while now because your behavior is simply horrible. When we first got together, you were so sweet and kind and caring, but ever since we got married, you've turned into a vile, disrespectful, and vindictive man, and you're simply just not someone that I want to be with. And telling me that I'm getting too fat to be with you, simply because I'm pregnant, is honestly the last straw. If you're this kind of husband to me, I'd hate to see what kind of father you'd be like to my baby. So I'm leaving you.
What? What are you saying?
I'm saying that I want a divorce.
What? No way, you can't do that. You're pregnant with my child, you can't leave. I won't let you.
Well, considering I've already contacted some lawyers who have agreed to take on the divorce on my behalf, and I've already moved most of my stuff back home to my parents' house, there's nothing you can really do.
You've what? Wait, Millie, we can sort this out. You don't need to be so dramatic. I'm sure we can come to a compromise.
No, thank you. I've given you plenty of chances to talk to me, and all you've ever done is be rude and demeaning to me. I've had enough, and I'm definitely not going to let you do the same to my child. The papers will be in the mail for you.
Hang on, please, Millie. If you do this, then there's no chance that we'll ever get back together. Just know that I won't take you back, no matter how much you beg me to. I promise that I won't. You'll have to suffer being a single mother.
I don't mind that. Anything is better than being with you.
Please, Millie.
And just so you know, I'm going to go and treat myself to a great big delicious cookie and a glass of chocolate milk. And I'm not going to care about how I look because I'm happy with the fact that I'm carrying a wonderful child inside of me, and I want them to be happy and healthy. Goodbye, Paul. I did get my divorce from Paul, though it did have to be taken to court as he refused to sign the papers. Luckily, the judge ruled in my favor as he, too, thought that the way Paul treated me had been horrible. Paul was also ordered to pay me child support, which has helped me get everything ready for the arrival of my little boy, Sammy. I'm currently living with my parents, but they both love me greatly and are actually excited to become grandparents. I've also managed to get a stay-at-home job, so I'm saving up for my own apartment. Things might be a bit scary at the minute, as I'm having to do a lot of this by myself, but I am excited to start this next chapter of my life and look after my baby boy. The last I heard, Paul had to move back in with his mother, as the landlord kicked him out of the house for negligence as he hadn't bothered to clean anything after I left. He's currently staying at his mom's house, but things aren't great as both of them are too stubborn and lazy to actually do any housework. I just know that he has a long way to go before I let him try to be a father to my child.